Hey guys, Ricardo here and welcome to another blog tech tips. In today's tutorial guys, I'll have the setup of the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Alright, so you can check it out here. And of course, this is just the box and a cutout from my screen case. So of course, this is the real device. And we're gonna start it up. And as soon as we start it up, we're gonna see how well it performs. Alright. Alright, in terms of the setup process. Now, if you're new to the iPhone, this is the tutorial for you in terms of getting your device set up. Just a few information pointers. Number one, get a screen protector to protect your phone. Two, get a proper case to protect your phone. All right, we have reviews on those and links to cases as well. Now, of course, you need to know that one, the US version of the iPhone 17 Pro Max, it doesn't have a physical SIM, so there's no SIM tray. All right, so you'll have to use a eSIM. So you'll have to go into your carrier to get a eSIM, or the setup process will have to be done by them, or if they give you it remotely or whatever their process is, you'll have to get a eSIM later on. All right, so this is just gonna be a setup to the first screen. All right, so this device, I haven't charged it or anything, and of course everything that comes in the box, which is the cable is still inside of the box. I haven't tried to charge this. And of course your power button is here, your charge port, which is USB type C, is down here, volume up and down, down up, and of course camera button, and there's a mute button, and this is the action button or the camera button. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start this up. So as a part of the setup process. So let's get straight into it. So we're gonna press the power button. All right, so we're seeing the Apple logo. I might cut out sections of this for time and the unnecessary sections. All right, here is the screen. It says hello. All right, and it's flashing the languages in different languages. It says hola, the Spanish, bonjour, French, hello. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna swipe up. All right, so just showing you that screen, you're gonna choose your language, and the main languages are here. I'm gonna choose English, and of course it's going to show you a bunch of stuff. You're gonna select your region, so countries and region, you're gonna choose which one applies to you. So of course go ahead and select your region or your country. All right, next it's gonna say set in language. And of course, once it sets the language, which is appropriate for where you are. All right, so it says appearance, choose how you would like to text icons to look on your iPhone. All right, so this is a matter of size. Do you like them big? And there's the preview. Large. So if you're having problem with seeing what's on screen, I suggest that you choose the appropriate one. The default would be more balanced. The medium is, of course, a little large, but a large gives everything huge. If you want to have your screen to make the most of it, choose the default. It's balanced, medium, large. So if you can't see very well, choose large. If you need a little help and think the default is too fine, go ahead and choose medium. I'm gonna choose the default as it gives the best crispness of the display. All right, so default, we're gonna hit continue. And of course, here we go. It says here, quickly set up the iPhone. And here it will look for your nearby device. So bring your current iPhone or iPad near to your iPhone to sign into your Apple account and get set up. All right, so this is a matter of the Apple account. And of course, here I have my older device. I'm gonna bring it in. And of course, here we go. So I'm gonna bring my phone close by, and this is a older iPhone 11, and this is the 17 Pro Max. All right, so this one is kind of going. So the screen is fading, and notice it says here, set up new iPhone, use, and of course it shows my email address. So I might have to blur that out. So you see it says setup, so I'm gonna hit continue. It will ask on the other device for a password. So go ahead and enter your password. All right, so the password it will ask for is the password of this older phone. Now, of course, there's ways to get around this if you don't have an older phone, and just simply look on screen and choose, like for example, setup without another device, and it will get around that screen. All right, so here it goes again. It's doing its thing. Do note that when, if you look very closely on the previous screen, there was an option here to set up without that particular secondary device or without that other device. All right, so we're gonna put it in the frame of the other phone. And this is to make sure that the phone itself knows which phone it is. All right, so we did the frame option. Now, of course, it's now gonna find the account. I may have to blur sections of this again in terms of my email. So it says set up new iPhone, use their Apple account, set up for me, create a new account. I'm going to use set up for me. All right. Over here, it is saying enter your passcode. So it says enter your passcode of your other iPhone. So I'm going to do that off screen. All right, so I've entered the passcode. So it says finish on the new phone. Keep this iPhone near to your new phone while your information is transferred. All right, so it's transferring the information. All right, so it says set up your mobile service, visit or contact your local, and of course it places who the local carrier is to get instructions on how to set up your number on this iPhone. If you already talk to your network provider and have a QR code, you can scan it to get started. So of course, that's for the eSIM. I haven't done that as yet. So what I'm gonna do is say set up later. All right, so it says data and privacy. And of course here where it says data and privacy, we're gonna read through. And of course, it says this icon appears when a Apple feature asks you to use your personal information. Apple collects this information only when needed to enable specific features. Okay, so this is privacy. Is going to hit continue. Data and privacy. Of course, now it says Face ID. iPhone can recognize the unique three-dimensional features of your face to unlock automatically use Apple Pay or purchase or subscribe to services from Apple. All right, so I'm going to say set up later. All right, and here you go. All right, so it says terms and conditions, important information here. And of course, you can go ahead and read through. Please read this agreement. All right, if you do not agree for these agreements, devices. All right, so it's basically saying if you disagree, you can't use the device. All right, you can see the iOS terms of service in English, and you can read through. And if you agree, go ahead and hit agree. All right, so it's signing in. All right, I'll skip sections of this. All right, so it says it's set up everything as I had it before. So I'm going to hit continue. Location services. And this is for maps. So I'm going to say set up later. Disable location services. Maps and other apps will be unable to. That's not necessary right now. So I'm going to hit OK. And of course, there's this on the other phone to say that it's been added to your account. All right, and it says Apple Intelligence here, and we could skip this and set it up later. So I'm gonna hit skip. All right, so it says it's introducing you here. So it says action button. Use and customize the action button to open camera. Turn on silent mode, on or off, turn on torch, and more. All right, so that's for the button at the side here, which is the side here. So it can do a number of things. It can place you in silent, and you get the idea here. So you can customize it. We can do that later on. So for now, I'm just going to leave it so we know it can mute. It can be customized. Camera, turn on silent mode, on or off, turn on the torch, and more. So for now, we can leave it. We know some of the abilities. So it's going to say not now. Emergency SOS. We're going to hit continue. And software iOS version, we can update now, or well, it won't. I'm going to hit update now. So we are on this current version here. This is iOS 26.3, and we're going to allow it to do its thing in terms of updating. All right, so depending on the speed of your device, this one is my internet. In terms of the internet, is very fast. So it says 2 minutes. Now it says about a minute. All right, so once it's finished, it should say verifying update, as you can see here. So it's just checking the update. Now, of course, this is one of the longest sections. It's are the sections that takes up a lot of time because, of course, it is very time consuming. Now, very important, if the screen goes to sleep and you tap and it doesn't wake it up, leave it alone, especially during the update phase. It might restart, and you do not want to mess with the update process. You just saw the Apple logo now, so just leave the phone, allow it to do its thing. The process may restart and start over again several times, so leave it alone. All right, so it should be back up in a while. Once you get back access to the interface, as seen here, you can go ahead. I'm going to enter the password. All right, so now it says it's restoring from the cloud. Now, of course, this is another thing that takes a while depending on the speed of your internet. So, for example, if you have a lot of stuff to restore back or restore from the cloud, it could take a while. All right, so I don't think I have too many stuff to restore from the cloud. So I'm just going to allow it to do its thing. And once it's finished, we're going to see what happens. Again, it might reboot at this stage. That's natural. It's still in the update process, so do not panic. Never go to press the power button. Simply allow it to go through the process. All right, so we're back again, and we're going to enter the password once more. Okay, and the process is now completed. All right, just some quick finishing notes. And of course, the device is up and running. All right, so beautiful. So we have the 17 Pro Max here. And the easiest way to get started if you're coming from one of these devices is to simply transfer over everything. So as you can see here, similar wallpapers, but two different versions of Android. This one is having a display issue, and of course we are able to do the transfer, or you can still set up without going through the entire process. All right, in terms of choosing to set up without another phone. So of course most people will go with the phone set up with the phone option. All right, so that was the entire setup process. You can go ahead and from here you can see your apps and everything should be restored. Your apps that you were using, everything that you had installed on your other phone, and of course you should be happy right now. So go ahead and enjoy your device. We'll have tutorials on the entire setup process and some other additional tips. Do hope this was useful, and see you in the next one, guys. Bye.